Hi students, very good morning. Today in this lecture we are going to deal regarding depression in freezing point. Already before itself I have said that there are four colligative properties. One is relative lowering of vapor pressure, one is elevation in boiling point. Two things have been completed till now, and third one is depression in freezing point, and fourth one in the next lecture will be coming, that is osmotic pressure. So freezing point is not colligative property. Depression in freezing point is colligative property. Okay, what is meant by freezing point? Freezing point of a substance is defined as the temperature at which the vapor pressure of its liquid is equal to the vapor pressure of the corresponding solid. Suppose if you are having a pure component, suppose you are having a water, what happens? If you cool it, if you go on cooling, what happens? At one point, the liquid water gets converted into solid water. Okay? The liquid water, whatever the water is present in the liquid state, gets converted into the solid state if you go on cooling. So you will be having some temperature. Means if you are cooling, means the temperature goes on decreasing. At one temperature, the liquid gets converted into solid. Okay, that temperature where the liquid is getting converted into solid is called as freezing point. Right? Suppose now if you are adding some amount of solute to that water, means you are adding some glucose molecules to the water. Now if you are going on decreasing the temperature of that particular solution, what happens now? The temperature goes on decreasing. Suppose in the initial state, without adding sugar, let us assume that the water has been converted into the solid state at 0 degrees centigrade. After adding sugar, if you go on cooling on that particular solution, what happens? At 0 degrees centigrade, will that water solution gets converted into the solid state? Definitely it will not be getting converted into the solid state. Okay? Because some amount of heat means or the coolingness whatever you are giving, it is also absorbed by the sugar molecule, so that the entire water will not get all the cooling whatever you are giving to the liquid solution. Some it has been transferred to the sugar also, so that at 0 degrees centigrade the solution will not get converted into the liquid. You require still some more to decrease the temperature, so that then it gets converted into the solid state, right? So what happens to the freezing point? Suppose if you take a pure solvent, here this is solvent, means pure water. You are converting, if you are decreasing the temperature, it is getting converted into the solid state. Okay? So this one getting decreased to solid state has been converted. Now you are going for the solution 1. Means you have added some amount of solute for that particle, means sugar you are adding. It goes on decreasing. See, this is the point where the solvent has been got converted to the this condition. Okay, what solid condition, but in this case it has, the temperature has been still more decreased. So let me take, this is T0, this is T1 and T2. Okay, T0 for P01 and F, it is going on decreasing. It has crossed the point where the pure solvent has gone, it has still more decreased. So this is the temperature where it has been, this T1 is the temperature where the solution 1 has converted into the solid state. And if you go for the solution 2, it means you are adding some more amount of the solute, so that what happens? This solution is getting converted into the solid state. The temperature has been still more decreased. Okay, for this solution 2. So now if you join these three like this one onto the temperature line, pressure versus temperature, what happens? Now B, E, C as well as B, D, F. These two are the similar triangles. Based on the similar triangles, you can say that EC by DF will be equal to BE. Okay, by BD. So BE by BD, this is EC by DF. What is EC? EC is this temperature, so this is T0 minus T2. And this one, DF, it is T0 minus T1. Here if you compare this one, BE is nothing but this side condition, P0 minus P2 by P0 minus P1. So that what you can write, delta T2 by delta T1 should be equal to the delta P2 by delta P1, where delta T you can take it as directly proportional to the change in pressure. And what is meant by delta T? Delta T is nothing but, see here you have got highest temperature, that is nothing but you can call it for solvent. So freezing point of the solvent minus T2 or T1, it is nothing but freezing point of the solution. So delta T is nothing but freezing point of the solvent minus freezing point of the solution. So but we know that according to Raoult's law, P0 minus PS by P0 is equal to WB by MB into MA by WA. This is nothing but moles of solute, this is moles of solvent, 1 by moles of solvent. Now if you send P0 this side, what you will be getting? P0 minus PS is equal to WB by MB into MA by WA into P0A. You know that molecular mass of the solvent and pure vapor pressure of the solvent are constant. So you substitute P naught minus Ps. P naught minus Ps is nothing but delta P. Change in delta P is nothing but proportional to delta T. And delta T, instead of delta P, you can write this one, this condition. These two are constant, so Wb by Ma into Wa. So if you remove the proportionality, delta T is equal to K into Wb by Mb into Wa. Okay. So if you take Wb by Mb is equal to 1 and Wa is equal to 1 gram, then delta T will be equal to delta K, and that K, whatever if you are getting for 1 mole of substance and 1 gram of solvent, then that K is called as depression constant. If you take weight of the solvent as 100 grams, then it is represented with K prime. Their formula will be getting 100 into K prime into Wa by M into Wa. This is called as molecular depression constant. And if you take Wa is equal to 1000 grams, so that you will be getting 1000 Kf into Wb by Mb into Wa. So that Kf, here is Kf, it is called as molar depression constant or cryoscopic constant. Okay students, molar depression constant or cryoscopic constant, where there you will be learning it as biloscopic constant. This is cryoscopic constant. And Kf can also be got in one more formula. Kf is equal to RTF square by 1000 into LF or RTF square by delta HF. What is meant by delta HF? This is the enthalpy of freezing for 1 mole of substance. And LF is latent heat of fusion or latent heat of freezing for 1 gram of substance. See, always remember LF or LV, it is for 1 gram and this is for 1 mole. 1 mole of a substance. Right students? And R is universal gas constant. Tf is temperature at which the freezing is occurring. Freezing means the point where the pressure exerted by the liquid will be equal to the pressure exerted by the solvent. At that point you will be having the equilibrium of pressure as well as liquid as well as the solid. See, freezing point is that point where the vapor pressure of the liquid will be equal to the vapor pressure of the solid. And in one more way we can say that the freezing point is that point where there exists an equilibrium between the liquid as well as the solid. Right? See, if you see this thing, whatever you have learned till now with respect to the freezing, it is similar to the boiling also. So here freezing will be talking, there we will be talking with respect to boiling. Both are the same and the formulas are also the same. So only there will be taking boiling point, here you will be taking freezing point. Okay students? Now let us go into the question. What amount of ethyl alcohol is assumed to be non-volatile, must be dissolved in 1 kg of water so that it freezes at minus 2 degrees centigrade. Freezing point of water is 0 degrees centigrade. Kf of H2O is 1.86 Kelvin kg per mole. We know that delta Tf is equal to Kf into M. And delta Tf, already the change has been given as minus 2. Delta Tf means 100 minus of minus 2. You will be getting plus 2. So Kf is equal to, so minus 2 means how much you will be getting? You will be getting 1 or 2 degrees. Right? So that if you remove the initial thing, you will be getting 2 is equal to Kf into M. Kf is nothing but 1.86. Molality is nothing but number of moles of solute present in weight of solvent. Moles means weight by molecular weight. Weight is, we should find out the weight of the X. So it is X by molecular weight of ethyl alcohol is C2. This is 24 plus 6 plus 16. We will be getting 46 by, what is the weight of the solvent? As already has mentioned in terms of kg only. So it is 1 kg. So it is X by 46 into 1 by 1. 1.86. So if you calculate the value of X, then you will be getting approximately 50 grams of the solute should be dissolved so that the depression in freezing point decreases to minus 2 degrees centigrade. Right? One more question. 50 cubic centimeter ethylene glycol. Ethylene glycol formula is CH2OH hyphen CH2OH is dissolved in 50 grams of water. He is telling already water has been taken 50 grams. The freezing point of the mixture is minus 34 degrees centigrade. Means already he is telling delta TF is 34 degrees centigrade. If freezing point, see delta T, whether it may be in Kelvin, whether it may be in degree centigrade, is same. The difference is same, but individually degrees and Kelvin are not same. Here he is telling depression, already depression freezing point. It has been decreased by 34. If you calculate in Kelvin also, you will be getting 34 difference. In the degrees also, you will be getting difference as 34. Okay. If the freezing point of the water is 0 degrees centigrade and Kf of water is 1.86, calculate the density. He is asking the density of the solution. So you can easily calculate delta Tf is equal to Kf into M. Delta Tf has been given as 34. Kf is 1.86. This is molality. So weight by molecular weight, X by 62. So this, if you calculate the molecular weight, you will be getting 62. And weight you don't know. Into, he has mentioned 50 grams of water. So it is 1000 by 50. What you will be getting? You subject it as X so that you will be getting 56.66 grams of ethylene glycol. But what the question is density. You have got the weight, and you know that density is equal to mass by volume. Mass is 56.66 and volume he has taken as 50 cubic centimeters. So that if you calculate, you'll be getting 1.13 gram per cubic centimeter. Okay. And now we are going to take the last question of this session. Daily we will be going one content. Yesterday we have gone through the boiling point. Today freezing point, and tomorrow osmotic pressure, and day after tomorrow Van 't Hoff factor, and after that going for the Henry's law. If possible, we will be going for the azeotropic mixture also. Right, students? By that, we will be completing this chapter. Okay, this week will be the last for the completion of this chapter. These are all the easy contents. If you focus little, boiling point and melting point, both will be similar, same formulas. Only once in one case boiling point, you will be using the boiling point. In freezing point, you will be using the freezing point. Means what? The equilibrium, whatever that is existing. If you use the boiling point, there will be equilibrium existing between the liquid as well as the vapor. Okay, if you go for the freezing point, there will be the equilibrium existing between the solid and the liquid. Okay, and remaining things are the same. The question: 5% cane sugar by mass has a freezing point 271 Kelvin. So he is taking one condition is cane sugar. What is the formula of cane sugar? C12H22O11. 5% means he is telling by mass, means 5 grams of substance is present in 100 grams of solution. It has a freezing point of 271. Okay. Find the freezing point of 5% glucose. 5% he has given, freezing point 271. He is asking the freezing point of 5% glucose by mass. Here also same. Means 5 grams of glucose is present in 100 grams of the solvent. If the freezing point of the pure water is 273.15 Kelvin and Kf is equal to 1.86 Kelvin kg per mole. Pause the video, students, and try to solve this question. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I am going to explain the answer. Right. I am taking cane sugar as a separate content, C12H12O11. So molecular weight will be 342. Delta TF will be equal to Kf into M. So 2.15 delta TF has been mentioned. The difference in temperature, because you know that 273 minus 271 he has given 273.15. It is the freezing point of the pure liquid, right? This is 2.15. Is equal to Kf into M. Molality is weight. See, molality means weight by molecular weight, right? Into 1000 by 95. See, molecular, here 5% he has mentioned, means 5 grams is present in 95 grams. So it is 5 by 342 molecular weight into 1000 by 95. Take it as the first equation and go for the glucose second equation. Delta TF is equal to Kf into M. Delta TF is equal to Kf into 5 by 180 into 1000. Here also he is taking for 5% only. So 5 grams in 95, but the molecular weight is 180. Okay, 95 upon you will be getting 1000. This is equation 2. From equation 1 and 2, you divide to second equation by first equation. So that what happens? 1000 by 95, 1000 by 95 gets cancelled. Kf gets cancelled. You will be getting 5 by 342 by 5 by 180. So 5 also will be getting cancelled. 342 by 180. You will be getting, then delta TF will be equal to 4.085 Kelvin. This is what the students, what you have with respect to this one. In the coming videos, in one session, in one lecture, we will be taking all the previous questions that has appeared in the main exam. Okay. These are the general things. That is how the content with respect to boiling point and freezing point. And you remember the graphs also, because once in advance you have got with respect to graphs. There you will be calculating delta TF as well as the graph you should be keeping in the mind which type of graph you will be getting for freezing and which type of graph you will be getting for the boiling point. This is for today's students. Have a nice day. You can go through the problems whatever that are in our material with respect to modules. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.